Problem 1. Find the LCM of 6 and 8. Step 1. Find the prime factorization of each number. 6 is equal to 2 times 3. 8 is equal to 2 times 2 times 2. Step 2. Find which group of the factors is common for both numbers and separate the group with the brackets. In this example, this is obviously the number 2. 6 equals 3 times 2, and 8 equals 2 times 2 times 2. Thus, the LCM of 6 and 8 is 2 times 2 times 3 times the group 2, which equals 12 times 2, which equals 24. We counted the common for both numbers group 2 just once to ensure that our common multiple is the smallest possible. Problem 2. Find the LCM of 15 and 30. Step 1. Find the prime factorization of each number. 15 equals 3 times 5. 30 equals 2 times 3 times 5. Step 2. Find which group of the factors is common for both numbers and separate the group with the brackets. In this example, this is obviously the number 3 times 5. 15 equals 3 times 5. 30 is equal to 2 times the grouping 3 times 5. Thus, the LCM of 6 and 8 is 2 times the group 3 times 5, which is equivalent to 30. We counted the common for both numbers group 3 times 5 just once to ensure that our common multiple is the smallest possible. Problem 3. Find the LCM of 3, 5, and 7. Step 1. Find the prime factorization of each number. In this case, all 3 numbers are prime numbers. Therefore, they cannot be factored any further. Thus, the LCM of 3, 5, and 7 is simply the product of these numbers. 3 times 5 times 7, which equals 105. Problem 4. Find the LCM of 10, 12, and 15. Step 1. Find the prime factorization of each number. 10 is equivalent to 2 times 5. 12 equals 2 times 6, which can be represented as 2 times 3 times 2. 15 equals 5 times 3. Step 2. Find the prime factors common for each pair of numbers, or for all 3 numbers. 10 equals 2 times 5. 12 equals 2 times the grouping 2 times 3. 15 equals 3 times 5. 5 is a common factor for numbers 10 and 15. 2 is a common factor for numbers 10 and 12. 3 is a common factor for numbers 15 and 12. Separate them into groups using parentheses. Thus, the group in the parentheses is 5 times 2 times 3, and the LCM of 10, 12, and 15 is 2 times the grouping 5 times 2 times 3, which equals 60. Problem 5. Find the LCM of 20, 24, and 35. Step 1. Find the prime factorization of each number. 20 equals 2 times 2 times 5. 24 equals 2 times 12, which can be represented as 2 times 2 times 3 times 2. 35 equals 5 times 7. Step 2. Find the prime factors common for each pair of numbers, or for all three numbers. 20 equals the grouping 2 times 2 times 5. 24 equals 3 times 2 times the group 2 times 2. 35 equals 7 times 5. 5 is a common factor for numbers 20 and 35. The grouping 2 times 2 is a common group of factors for numbers 20 and 24. Separate them into groups using parentheses. Thus, the group in the parentheses is 5 times 2 times 2. And the LCM of 20, 24, and 35 is 2 times 3 times 7 times the grouping 5 times 2 times 2, which equals 840.